Cats protect the people they love. They just don't do it with barking and lunging and a whole lot of noise. They do it quietly, with positioning, with patience, and with instincts they've carried for about 10,000 years. Which means most of us are living with a tiny bodyguard and completely missing the signs. If you've ever looked at your cat and quietly wondered whether she actually cares about you at all, this is for you. Because she's probably been guarding you this whole time, and you just didn't know what to watch for. So here are 8 things your cat does when she's protecting you, counting down from 8 to 1. Stay till the very end, because number 1 is the one that surprised researchers the most. Number 8, she waits at the door before you get home. You'll walk in, and she's already there in the hallway, looking like she's been sitting for hours. And she probably has one cat behavior expert set up a camera to see what his cat did all day. He found she'd go and sit by the door right around the time he was due back. The moment a car slowed, a gate clicked, footsteps landed, she was up and alert. It's easy to call that excitement, but there's a layer underneath. To your cat, the door is the weak point, the one place something unknown can come through. So she parks herself at the boundary and watches it. One owner said it perfectly. Her cat is at the door before the key is even in the lock. She's not just waiting for you. She's watching everything between now and you. Number 7, she sleeps near you, but she never fully lets go. And most people read this one wrong. There's a real difference between a cat sleeping near you and a cat standing guard near you. A truly relaxed cat flops on her side, belly up, completely gone. That's a cat who feels safe. A cat on duty looks different. Paws tucked underneath, body upright, chin up, eyes closing, but flicking open every couple of minutes. Her ears keep rotating like little radar dishes, even while she seems asleep. And she picks a spot that faces the door. Cats nap in shifts, staying just alert enough to react. She'll even take the high ground for it. The top of the sofa, a shelf, anywhere she can see the room and you at the same time. And when she chooses to do that shift right beside your bed, she's decided the safest place for you is next to her. Number 6, she marks you as hers. That headbutt she gives you, the way she rubs the corner of her mouth on your ankle, your laptop, the shoes you just kicked off. That's affection. Yes, but it's also chemistry. Cats have scent glands on their cheeks, their chin, their forehead. When she rubs on you, she's leaving her signature, writing your name on a list. And that list says, this one belongs to my group. This one is under my protection. It's why she acts strange when you come home smelling like another animal. You've come back with the wrong scent, and she has to fix it. Here's why it matters. A cat can't guard what she hasn't claimed. Marking you is step 1. Everything else on this list is step 2. Quick question before we keep going. How does your cat say I love you? Is she a headbutter, a follower, a 3 in the morning yowler? Tell me in the comments. Cat people always have the best stories. Number 5, she puts her body between you and a stranger. Someone new walks into your home, and your cat, the one who normally vanishes under the bed at the doorbell, does something different. She stays. She sits on the floor in front of you, or jumps into your lap and turns to face the visitor. That's a body block, and it's deliberate. Cats are resource guarders. They protect what matters most to their survival and to your cat. You are at the very top of that list. Food, warmth, comfort, safety, all wrapped up in one person. So when something unknown moves toward her most valuable resource, she puts herself in the path. Notice she usually doesn't attack, she positions. She's making a statement about geography. To get to this person, you go through me first. And most of the time, that quiet little stand is enough. Number 4, she sounds the alarm. It's 3 in the morning, you're asleep, and suddenly there's a sound from the living room you have never heard her make. Low, drawn out, almost mechanical. You find her at the window, completely still, staring at nothing. That's an alarm call. Cats are far more likely to warn than to fight. When she detects something out of place, a noise, a movement, an animal in the yard, she broadcasts it. That strange yowl is the feline version of raising the alarm to the rest of the group, and the rest of the group is you. She's not asking you to go handle it. She's telling you something changed, and you should be awake for it. And here's the flip side almost nobody knows. Silence can be an alarm too. One owner said her cat went quiet for days when he got sick, until he finally managed the tiniest raspy meow. A sudden change in her voice, loud or silent, is her telling you to pay attention. We're down to the final three now, and this is where it stops being simple instinct. Number one is the moment your cat stops being a pet and starts being a partner. Number three, she inflates. Everybody recognizes this one, and almost nobody reads it correctly, because it isn't one behavior, it's a warning ladder. First, the fur stands up along her spine and tail. That's called piloerection, and it isn't a choice. It's a reflex, the same family as human goosebumps, triggered by fear or anger, and it instantly makes her look much bigger. Then the shape changes. She arches her back, turns sideways to look as wide as possible, and moves in that stiff-legged sideways crab walk. Every part of it says, "I am enormous. Please reconsider." Then comes the hiss, and the hiss shows her teeth. A display of weapons, sometimes with a swipe of the claws to show those too. Here's the part to hold on to. Every single step of that is an attempt to avoid a fight, not to start one. Even a small twitch of the tail is an early rung on that same ladder. She's not being aggressive. She's being a very reluctant, very fluffy negotiator, hoping the other side takes the hint. Number two, she takes care of you when you're sick or sad. And this is the one that turns everything soft. We think of protection as something physical, a block, a hiss, a guard at the door. But your cat guards more than your body. When you're crying, she doesn't always leave. Sometimes she climbs onto your chest and purrs louder and faster, right over your heart. One woman said that on her hardest night, her cat did exactly that, and she believes he saved her life. Another owner, who lives with a disability, wrote that her cat walks step by step beside her and sniffs her carefully whenever she's unwell. "He just knows," she said. People who live with anxiety describe lying down while their cat purrs against them and feeling the panic drain away in a way nothing else quite touches. That low rumble isn't random. She aims it at you when you need it most. So if your cat presses into you on your worst days, understand what that is. She noticed you were hurting, and she decided to stand watch over the part of you no one else can see. And number one, she checks your face before she decides if something is dangerous. This is the one I promised you, and it's the one that surprised researchers the most. In an experiment, scientists put cats in a room with their owners, then introduced something strange, an electric fan with green ribbons tied to it, flapping around. Nobody had told the cat what it was. It was new, and it was a little unsettling. So what did the cats do? Around 79% of them looked at the object, then immediately looked at their owner's face, back and forth. Object, human, object, human. That behavior has a name. It's called social referencing, and it's the exact same thing human toddlers do. A small child sees something unfamiliar and checks a parent's face before deciding whether to cry or laugh. And it went further. The cats whose owners reacted with fear spent more time looking toward the exit than the cats whose owners stayed calm. They didn't just glance at the human. They used the human's reaction as information. Sit with that for a second. Your cat is not judging threats alone. She's judging them with you. She has decided your read on the world is worth consulting. That is not an animal that merely tolerates you. That's a partner on watch, and you're the one she trusts. Before you go, one honest note, because protection has a limit. A cat can tip into being overprotective. If yours is stopping people from getting near you, swatting at family, or going after every visitor, something has tipped over. That has crossed from guarding into stress for everyone, her included. And if she's wound up all day, tense, never settling with no real trigger, that isn't devotion. That's anxiety. And it's not a happy way for a cat to live. If that sounds like your cat, a calm chat with your vet is worth having. Very often, the fix is smaller than you fear. So there they are, 8 quiet, strange, deeply instinctive ways your cat looks out for you. She waits at the door. She sleeps with one ear open. She marks you, blocks for you, warns you, and inflates for you. She holds you together on your worst days. And when something new walks into your world, she looks at your face and asks what you think. Not bad for an animal. Everyone insists, doesn't care. If this made you see your cat a little differently, subscribe. There's more where this came from. Take care of each other, and give her a chin scratch from me.